So my job here on Cody's training run is to provide him with his in-workout fuel. So if you guys are familiar with distance runners, usually you don't just go out on an empty stomach and run 26.2 miles without some kind of carbs. So, a lot of guys will take gummy bears with them, Sour Patch Kids, anything that is like a high active sugar that's going to absorb into your body quickly. Because Cody and I are at the cutting edge when it comes to human performance. We have, selected a few items that we believe will optimize his performance here. So if we go from left to right, we have Busch Light, and it's kind of like a refreshing drink. As he gets going, will improve his split. We love a good Busch Light. It's very light. We wouldn't want to do like a craft beer. Those are a little harder to choke down. The good thing about a Busch Light is it's refreshing and goes straight down. So we always love a Busch Light on the run. We have Jack Daniels here, which has a good amount of sugar in it. So, people are always going for like Sour Patch Kids, gummy bears, things like that. If you really look at whiskey though, it has a higher concentration of sugar in one sip as opposed to having like a handful of gummy bears. So really optimal there. Just because we are quarantining, we have some hand sanitizer. That is not to ingest. That is simply just for him as he keeps going around. If he has to encounter any human contact on his run, I can sanitize him down, make sure that he's okay. But we also have our olive oil spray. Olive oil is a healthy fat. Spray a little bit on your tongue, absorbs right into your body. It helps fuel a run. Fat is very essential when it comes to a run. Then if he gets a little bit too gassed and needs an oxygen treatment, we do have those. You used to see a lot of guys wear like these oxygen deprivation masks. We are using Marlboro menthol lights, and we expect that to expand his lung capacity and in turn fuel a better time. As you can see, Cody is coming up the hill for his first hill sprint. It looks like he is in the mood for a Jack Daniels. We're gonna give him those sugars. This should fuel a faster split on the second race. All right. Lap 2 is about to finish up here. Cody just turned the corner. His pace is pretty good here so far. He's holding a pretty good split. This is about a quarter-mile block, and this last hill here has quite an incline, so I think it's a good time to throw him some oxygen, expand those lungs, and let him reach his full capacity here. So this would be the NOS. They expand the lung, allow you to really go into overdrive with your pace. He needs some oxygen. We're going to give him the Marlboro menthol lights. Cody just turned the corner on lap 3. Looks like his split is slowing down a little bit. Really starting to worry about him over there. I'm thinking maybe we burned him out a little bit too fast. I've watched Fast and the Furious enough times to know that you should never use NOS too early. As a crew man, that's my mistake. We've got one carb left to use. We're gonna have to go Busch. Let's just hope he can pick it up, because if he's gonna keep going at this, he's not gonna make Boston. All right, we got a Busch. Where the hell's Cody? He should be here by now. Oh, there he is. Just turned the corner. It's just not gonna cut it. He's got a ways to go between now and Boston. Yeah, as a pit man, I feel like I let him down a little bit. We started with Jack out of the gate. Maybe we should have went Busch early. The only other thing I can think of is maybe I put NOS in too early. I'm just reflecting on Cody's training run today. He started out strong and just proved that his capacity just isn't there right now. Especially with the incline on our block being a pretty steep incline. He just was flat. I don't know if that's maybe the fact that I used NOS too early. He just wasn't there. He didn't stride out like he usually does. I just think that we have some serious work to do here. I hope I'm not the one that's letting him down, but we'll see what he says when he gets in.
It was a killer run. It's just the right nutrition on each interval. Coach Mike just really knows how to set me up for a great workout. The oxygen deprivation, the NOS was really helpful, but I think it'll help even more if I double down in the off training, try and start building up to a pack a day. The Jack Daniels, a lot of good sugar in there. If I load on that earlier in the run, or maybe even before the run, the sugar will be in my system at that point. Maybe step it up a little bit, a half bottle or so before I go out, and see what sort of energy that really puts into me. And same with the olive oil. I'm not sure that the spray on olive oil was quite enough. If we can just start eating more fried foods and just things really soaked in grease, those fats will really work in your system and keep you fueled on a long run. Yeah, and just one final shout out. The cornerstone to our training routine is Busch Light. And our team and this run was brought to you by Busch Light. This is the most refreshing beer before, during, and after a workout. Drinking Busch Light is truly lifestyle, and it's a performance lifestyle. Refreshing and light in nature is going to excel you through all facets of life. One of my favorite things about Busch Light, there's never a wrong time for Busch Light. Oh, that's cold.